Hello guys, here's teacher Mateus. Welcome to one more lesson and welcome to Speak Now English Academy. Today we will be learning how we can talk about our job. We will learn today important questions with regards to this topic. We will learn how we can talk about our position and how we can talk about the activities and responsibilities that we do in it. And we will also become familiar with how we can describe our opinion about our job, either a positive opinion or a negative one. So let us begin, shall we? Very cool, guys. So, the first part of our argument in talking about our job, it is to describe to become familiar with some important questions. For example, when we are in a business meeting or when we are, for example, uh, uh, talking about the profession, we could ask this person that we are talking with, what do you do? What's your job? What is your job? Or what's your job? What does your job involve? So, what are the actions connected with your job? Where, the double H question of local, where do you work? It is connected with the company, the name of the company that you work. And what are your responsibilities? So, in your job, what are you responsible for? We could say. Your job, responsibilities. So, in your job, what are you responsible for? It is other possibility. Yes. And then we will learn after how we can answer this question. The first thing then it is to become familiar with these questions. What do you do? What is your job? What does your job involve? Where do you work and what are your responsibilities? Secondly, we could describe our title. So this means, for example, that we can say I am a or I am an. Yes. Let me show you different possibilities here. I could tell you guys that I am a teacher. I am a businessman. I am or I'm an English teacher. All right, but then we could go beyond that and we could say he is a lawyer. She is an engineer, or she is an architect. Let me show you one characteristic there. Let's bring this up. Let's take this a little bit down. Okay, so I am a teacher, I am a businessman, he is a lawyer. We can see that in these three sentences we are saying a. The article, the indefinite article to say one thing. Yeah, so it is a generic element in this group because there are many teachers and I am one of them. There are many businessmen, I am one of them. There are many lawyers, he is just one of them. So, teacher, businessman, and lawyer, they have consonants. So the words they have a beginning with consonantal sound. Therefore, we would say a. And then On the other hand, we see I am an English teacher. Now we have a vowel and a vowel sound. So we would say I am an English teacher. She is an engineer. There is no pause. We continue. An engineer. I am an English teacher. She is an architect. Yes. This is how we can, guys, describe our position. Yes, our job title. And then we could also say, I am a teacher at Speak Now. Okay, so Speak Now here, it is the company. So it is the name of the company that you work for, your position and the company. Since you are saying the specific name of the company, you will use at. I am a teacher at Speak Now. She is an engineer, a software engineer at Google. Uh, he is a manager at Microsoft. So it is the name of the company. And finally, on this second discussion, we could say I am a in the position and then the industry that we work. So, for example, I am a teacher at an education company. So it is the industry. Different industries that you could add there would be, for example, education, the first one that I put there, technology, advertising, right? Um, manufacture, and then these are the some possibilities of industry. Health, yeah, but health company, hmm, perhaps I will not include that. Education, technology, advertising, manufacture, journalism, so on and so forth. I would suggest you to search what is the industry that you work at and comment below what is your position and what is the industry or what is the company that you work. Comment below. And in sequence, guys, we have concluded our discussion on explaining our giving our title and our position, the company and the industry. Now let us go to our responsibilities. When we talk about our responsibilities, there are four possible ways that we could answer and describe our activities, our professional activities. I could tell you that I teach. A lawyer, for example, he um, defends his clients. An architect, she designs projects. Yes. So here I put I, but you can consider um, the subject. Yes, and then you could see uh, you could say I teach, I talk on the phone, I write emails, I create reports, I talk with customers, I program software, I code. So I plus the verb that describes your activity. After, we could say, for example, I do. And then in this I do, we could say I do marketing. I do customer service. Okay, so then we would have a noun or a noun phrase. Yes, marketing, for example, it is a noun, customer service, a noun phrase. other possible answers is I am responsible for plus the verb in ing, what we would call gerund here. That's because we have a preposition here, for. Then we could say I am responsible for teaching classes. Let's look through the perspective of the lawyer and let's answer what he is responsible for doing. The lawyer would say, I am responsible for defending my client. Open this board a little bit more. I am responsible for defending my client. I am responsible for attending audiences. I am responsible for argumenting in defense of my client. So then we could have a verb and ing. You could also say, I am responsible for, and plus a noun phrase. I am responsible for marketing. I am responsible for um, customer service. Yes. So in this case, we are using the verb plus ing, but you could also use a noun phrase. And I am in charge of means the same as I am responsible for. And now let's look through the perspective of the architect. What is an architect in charge of and responsible for? The architect could say, I am in charge of projecting, of designing, here it is, projects, or I am in charge of creating my customer's house, yes, or business. Yeah. So I am in charge of designing. It is. And I am in charge of creating. So you see there, guys, verb plus ing. Okay. Then let me here. Fantastic. Now, guys, it is your chance. Go to the comments and describe that. What are you responsible for? And I would also advise you to have an English notebook where you can take some notes. So take notes about this because this will help you um, potentializing and increasing your learning. So let's continue to the last part of our discussion today. That is giving your opinion. When you talk about your job and your perspective on it, you could say, my job is rewarding, challenging, satisfying, fulfilling, exciting, motivating, and well paid. Yes. So these are positive characteristics. And then, in addition to that, you could also describe my job as things that we enjoy very much in a job in a job, and then we pay attention in that. It is if the job has a nice, a pleasant, a good work environment. If we have a good work-life balance, so we have free time to do the activities, not only on our professional life, but also on our personal life, quality of life. So this work-life balance, nice opportunities for advancement, development, or growth. Yes, these are synonyms meaning that in your job and in your present position, you have a possible trajectory. You can develop, you can go up the steps on your career in this company. And then, if we believe that the job is negative, we could say, my job is stressful, boring, boring, exhausting, so it is very demanding, it is tiring, not recognized, so I do things and people never recognize what I do. It is low paid, so little money in exchange of your working hours, poorly paid, badly paid, and dull. Dull is similar to boring. Okay, and we could also say, on this negative perspective, my job has an oppressive environment or atmosphere. My job has little to none opportunities of advancement. My job has toxic co-workers. Yeah, so these are negative things um, that could happen in a professional environment. Yes, and this is how you could describe it. If you believe that when you talk about your job you are giving more negative opinions about that, then perhaps you should find ways, if possible, to change it. And then try to develop a positive relationship with your professional activity. So this is it, guys. Today we have learned how we can talk about our job, how we can create important questions, how we can describe our title, how we can explain our responsibilities, and finally, how we can give our opinion concerning the job. So take this chance to practice. Comment below what you do, the company or industry that you work, your position, the activities that you have, and your opinion about your job. I hope that this lesson was helpful to you and that you learned a bunch. And I say goodbye here until the next lesson. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Best wishes. Bye bye.